Cat, and welcome back to Semi-Hardcore Super Flat Episode 8. I am currently in the midst of a very big world and a very big wave of... Did the game just crash? No, it didn't. In a very big wave of progress, because guess what? I have finally gotten my hands on gold, enough to make a golden apple, and so all I need before I will have a villager in my world is a single apple. This means that if the Wandering Trader comes in and can simply offer me one, I'm going to be in a very, very good position. However, if I want to get said golden apple, I'm going to need a Wandering Trader, and so in the meantime, while we wait, I could work on some of my big mob-proofing projects, I could work on making the world prettier, but I think it's finally come time, chat, after 77 days, for me to finally build a house. And so I'm going to do the thing that people ask every time I play survival, and I say, no, you're playing Minecraft wrong, you're not meant to build a house until after you've beaten the game, but I'm going to finally be going against that advice, and I'm going to build myself a house. I've already placed my bed down. It's got a very nice coordinate. I'm going to make some stairs that lead up to it, and I'm going to build an entire home around it. It's going to be great. So with that said, hello everybody. I've got myself a drink today. So again, one of my fun going out to now one of my fun pattern changes that have happened since driving is now I go to Aldi a little bit more than I could before. So they're not very, there's like a couple of Aldi locals that are just, anyway, so I've gone to Aldi a few times, and they have this flavor called Guess the Aldi flavor, and I figured it'd be fun, because I feel like I'm gonna get thirsty during this one, chat, that we could drink that, and we could play the game together. And yeah, it says on the, unlike all the like W2 Fantas, where you have to like wait years for it to come out, it does actually say on the bottle what the flavor is, so yeah, if you want to come for some high-octane content, then look forward to that. If you don't think that's high-octane content, then don't worry. Just make sure that you become a member, because I want to do a pitch for that today, right here. If you become a member, you get high-quality videos, not like this one. This is going to be a lot of me building with mud bricks, quite questionably, if I'm being honest. But I think we should just jump straight into it. I think we should just believe in ourselves, because if I can't believe in myself, then who can? So, yeah, I think I've worked out that my house is going to be here, and my door is going to be just in front of it, over here, so I can run towards my pig pit if I need to. I can run that way, I can run anywhere. But also, I've realized recently that, actually, rather than having my house be at ground level, why don't I do kind of like what I've done in my Let's Play? And if you haven't seen my Let's Play, well, very, very delightful, but I actually have a big set of stairs that lead up into the house, and so why don't we do that here? That's exactly what I think is a really good idea. And so we're going to have some stairs that go here, and then some more stairs that go behind that. We'll even use some of our dirt we've got too much of to place this block there. And then we could have the bed, which is currently on the second level, be on the ground level. Because, you know, let's be honest, we all want to sleep on the ground floor. Second floors and third floors, you know, I want to, let's bring back, like, 18th century aristocracy, where being on the high floor is actually a poor thing, and being on the ground floor is the cool thing. You know, it's the reverse of, ever since we invented the elevator, we've kind of ruined that whole system. Side note, but who wants to live with an elevator being your only way to access the world? So yeah, after one more layer of this, will be where the home is at, and then we just have a few layers of dirt and we're there. Brandy Lewis, by the way, thank you for membering. See, I mentioned the word member and someone's like, oh yeah, I can do that. Thank you for doing it. High quality videos and it's just Toycat suffering. Sometimes I do suffer for a little bit of entertainment. That is one of my side hustles. A good bit of suffering here or there never hurts anyone, except me, who it does hurt quite a lot. So yeah, we're gonna have to have the door. We want to have this be the edge of the home over there. So we're gonna now build everything else around that. So I'm gonna put some mud bricks here. So this will be the 11th block. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be the front door there. Okay, so we place some dirt, and we now can build all the way around this, just great. And then we also want to have blocks over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we also have to plan around where our glass is going to be and everything else like that. It's going to be great. Also, cherry stairs are an upgrade from oak, to be honest. I actually kind of agree. I think this is a real nice upgrade that we've made here. And now we put some dirt around here. And we also need to make sure that the dirt can get up here. So I'll make a little dirt staircase just for the sake of actually being able to, you know, because I think grass is a huge upgrade over dirt. Then I'm going to need to consider what the floor of my house is going to be made of. Maybe one day it'd be nice to put some, you know, some oak in there. But I think we're going to be using cherry today, because it's still my only type of wood. And we'll use top slabs just so we can let light through into this basement. In case I want to put something down there, it might make my life easier. So here we go. Internet, my house is being built. If you recognize this house, no you don't, you're wrong. This isn't gaslighting, it's only gaslighting if you're right. And yeah, so this is 5 blocks here, this is 5 blocks there. I think actually the bed needs to move 1 block inwards, which means the whole house actually needs to move 1 block to the right. Am I correct about that? You know, internet, I should know the dimensions of my own house, but I swear I do not. So the basement of the house will be a daytime darkness 2.0. I mean, as long as I build slabs or fill it in, I'll be fine. I'm not sure which way I want to do it. It's going to be one of those 2 ways. I don't know which way yet, though. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe putting a sheep farm down there. By the way, KMB, good to see you. Yeah, it's going to be a good stream today. I'm looking forward to it. It's all the good things have lined up. Also, when Skyglue coming back says Lizard Wizard, you know, I've been mentioning for a while, like, we're working on it. And honestly, you know, as someone who, you know, grew up with parents, or parent, but it's, you know, as someone who had, you know, as someone who's had parents before, probably, I do want to just briefly point out that when someone says they're working on it, I mean, honestly, if you've ever worked with a company, working on it is, like, really polite terms for, like, don't ever ask about that again. Or I will murder you in your sleep. But, you know, when I say, oh yeah, I'm working on it, we were, and real credit to Naito, got it across the line in time today. It's gonna be great. So, yeah, I recognize the house from level 17 World Free of Super Mario Bros. I need to look up level 17 World Free just to see if you've got a good point. Level 17 World Free Super Mario Bros. You know what? I hate to say it. I don't think you have a point. I don't think you do have a point. If you're curious, I don't think there is a level 17 world free. So if you could make pack mud and retexture the walls with that. Do I want to retexture the walls that way? I'm not sure that I do. Please, so yeah, it's good to see you, everyone. I hope that you're doing great today. So I'm going to build walls around here, because I'm not sure if I can go any further yet. And we definitely know we can have... Yeah, like somewhere... Oh no, we shouldn't have placed those blocks. I messed up bad. Somewhere around here, there's going to be that. And then somewhere around here, the house has to come in. I don't know the details about when, where, what, how, etc. But I do know that our house is coming together nicely, internet. So obviously, the great thing about having a home is I can finally have one place to store all of my chests. It's going to be wonderful. You can make packed mud and retexture the... Oh yeah, sorry, that's the same comment. You know, why would I want to retexture the walls though? I can make packed mud just as easy as I can make mud bricks, but obviously mud bricks are much closer to regular bricks, so that's clearly got to be the move, right? Do 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 do. Days of Danny, thanks for becoming the 416th channel member. I'm glad that you also have decided to be supportive of all of the very much not torturing myself we do, and thank you very much. So this is in Bedrock, but yeah, no, thank you so much. I think Days with Danny, it's fun, like as a username too. It's like, yeah, you know, I hope that you have lots of days. I hope you have as many days as you've had right now, and then maybe even some more days. That's my particular hope. So we're going to just place some dirt back here too, I think. That's the reasonable thing to do. And then maybe... I'm going to regret placing these here. I might have to place them back a further. But yeah, we're going to now build the second floor of our home and finish up on the bottom floor of our home. And then also work on this basement. But today is a sleepy day. I'm new to Minecraft and your videos helped me to slay the dragon for the first time a few nights ago. Oh, that's so awesome, Days of Danny. I'm really interested by the waves that people come back into Minecraft in. Because from the inside perspective, it doesn't line up perfectly how you'd expect it to. And I think it's really cool that you have, you've just gone on your Minecraft phase. This is what, many people dream of this. It's like, you know, if you could go back and watch, like, Game of Thrones again, but without the knowledge, it'd be good. I mean, you wouldn't want to, because it's, you know, everyone knows how it ended, but it's like that. Going through those first Minecraft days, it's such a, like, joy. And it's cool that you get to enjoy that. So when we hit 420 members, you must buy a boosh from a wandering trader. I mean, really, I need to get a campfire so I can smoke the wheat on 420 members, but I could see how that's the second closest thing we could do. Is this slightly too high for the second level, or is it just because I'm using slabs that it feels too high? It feels like palatially high, but if I imagine it being there instead, that does feel too low. So it must be at that height. No one here knows the definition of gaslighting, says Skep. I could be wrong, Skep, but I think gaslighting is a made-up word. I hate to be the one to tell you, but it's definitely not real, and so you really shouldn't be bringing up fake words here. I think you should feel a little bit bad for even saying that, honestly. So, Kat, do you have any mini games on your main world? Yeah, I made a few. But yeah, Days of Danny, I want to know, how did you get into Minecraft? What was the impetus if you got into it recently? I would love to hear. I sort of took a break after Tricky Trials came out and started playing again earlier this year with bundles, which were new to me, and they were such a game changer. Oh yeah, bundles on a brand new world, they are the definition of game changer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's actually 9 might be the actual number of blocks for this house. This might be the right number of blocks potentially. Yeah, it's looking the right size, so I think it is 11 blocks across. I just need to make a wooden pickaxe, my first ever wooden pickaxe, so I can actually enjoy that. So there's a crafting table that goes over here somewhere, I want to say. I'm always slightly wonky with these. And then we'll make a pickaxe. So chat, this is a huge moment. My first wooden pickaxe. Yeah, look at this. I have a pickaxe that I can now choose to move blocks with. So I need to move the entrance over here now. Do I get the blocks back? Thank God I do. And there we go. I'll probably put a block down here, just, you know, for safety reasons. And then I'll move those blocks there. Now, this feels incorrect. I think the doorway is meant to be where it is. Because otherwise, this would be the edge of the house there. And it could be that the edge of the house is there. Does that feel right, chat? Does this feel like I've got the correct size? I shouldn't have this many struggles building a house I built this many times. But you better believe I still do anyway. So yeah, the bed is going to have to go in this corner too, which you're going to have to not question it. It's in too perfect of a location to move. Look at these coordinates, chat. When do you ever get a moment to line up your coordinates perfectly with your plans? And yeah, I think you missed a donation. Oh, sorry, Trigger Landmac. Wax lightly weather cut copper stairs for the home would be a great flex. I would love to have some copper. Also, a big fan of the Hardcore Flat series, by the way. I do have to legally point out that you mean the semi-hardcore flat series. But obviously, yeah, I know. I'm glad you are a fan. Also, where do the doors go? So if the doorway's here, the window would go there. So that can't be the way the window is. I think it is. I think it's. I think my house is 11 by 11, chat. I think that's where the doorway goes. And then my window... You know, let me just look up a picture of my own house, chat. Let me just... Toy Cats Let's Play House. Toy Cats Let's Play House. It's the top Google, apparently. If we look at my house closely, it's got 2 blocks to the door and then 2 blocks to the edge. So that means that the window goes here. And then there's 2 blocks to the edge. But wait, no, I need to really zoom in on this one now. Okay, so I'm zooming. I'm looking, chat. Yeah, then there's 2 blocks to the edge. So my house is 11 by 11. I'm glad we have sorted that out. Which means that the actual window goes here. And that means this goes there. And then my actual doorway is, in fact, over here. And so if my doorway is over there, then the next window is here. And I've nailed everything else besides this block and this block. And this block. And all of the other blocks in this row. Because actually these need to come in a bunch more than they have already. That feels incorrect, but I guess I have a small house. Now I know. So now if I want to really complete the look, I'm going to need to buy pumpkins from the next wandering trader who offers them. But still, we've got things going nicely, I think. We're going to build the off-brand version of the Let's Play house, and it's going to be delightful. Oh, by the way, Polly E says, after last stream's funding of the lobster addiction, I was curious about how much I contributed. Turns out £822.01. Do you think that is... so you give a blushing face after. I wonder how you feel about that, Polly. I think the instinctive reaction from me is meant to be like, oh, either like, wow, that's too much, you shouldn't have. Or it's meant to be like, oh yeah, that's not too much. Have you considered giving more? I could go like a real I don't know, like, real charity mode on you here and be like, wow, you've contributed so much, which means now you're a prime target for me to ask to contribute more from, right? But instead, I wanna genuinely ask, like, what number would you have been like happy with or sad with? So Days of Danny says, I work at school as an IT technician. Part of the kids' Microsoft license includes Minecraft education, which meant I could use it too. I've started a Minecraft coding and building club. I'm obsessed. Oh, that's super cool, Days of Danny. I definitely think that, yeah, knowing a lot of stuff that seems like it's basic but isn't is really important to, like, you know, like, I think, like, Minecraft is a game where even if you just want to use it as a platform, you need to know a bunch of stuff. Although, having said that, actually, I met someone recently, another marketplace partner, that was like, yeah, I played survival for, like, the tiniest bit, didn't like it, just started making maps. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a path you could take. So maybe you can be a Minecraft coder without defeating the game, but real power to you. So Superflat is true early game connoisseurs only, says Dasher. Yeah, this is... It is a weird thing, but I definitely agree. There is something about Superflat that perfectly fits the early game. But also, I think it's weird, you know, Dasher, hear me out here. Surely, if there's any channel on the internet where people wouldn't like the early game, it would be this one right here. You know, if there's any channel where we have late game connoisseurs, you would expect it to be the one that focuses on long-term survivals. And so I'm fascinated to find out, apparently, that that is not the case. So yeah, let's just place a bunch of wheat over here. Or place a bunch of seeds so we can get our wheat. So we can make some more mud, to make some more mud bricks, to make some more house. I am fully happy with that. You're worth every penny. I'd be embarrassed if my hubby found out. Ooh, you know, so that's, see, there is an interesting point, I think. There's a... So again, I take like very, you know, like open stances on this stuff. But I think there are lots of aspects of psychology where there are certain things you're willing to spend a silly amount of money on because everyone will look at it and say, well, it's a fine investment, right? Like, I think houses are a great example where, like, I referenced, and I caught myself thinking about it after I said it. I was like, oh yeah, a house in Vegas is cheap. It's only 300K. Whereas objectively speaking, right, if you were to say anything else in your life, literally anything else in your life costs 300K, you would be ridiculed. If you spent 300K on, you know, your TV, everyone would say, whoa, you should not have spent that much. Like most things in life have like a downward cost pressure in terms of socially speaking. You know, like I guess there's like an appropriate amount spent on everything. Like if you spend literally £500 in a car, people might judge you. But if you spend, you know, but I think there are some things where like people are embarrassed to say they spend any amount. I think the most common one is like adult services, I guess. I was learning today, for the purposes of something like about I looked into there's a service shop for that on the A1, I think it is, in the UK, and it's like their big sales point is like, yeah, no one wants their neighbors to know they're buying this stuff, so they love that it's on a road in the middle of nowhere where your neighbors definitely aren't. And I thought like, oh yeah, well there's a few things like that where like people don't want people to know about it, and it's interesting that yeah, like I think supporting people on the internet is one of those things of it is a good feeling, but also, you know, like there's some number of people who are like, why would you spend money on something that's optional? I thought about that today, chat. Like, I think I can, I want to be very legally non-binding in my statements. I am, of course, talking for jest, but I recently worked out, like, you know, if all of the financial difficulties, I was basically like, you know, if we could operate on like an emotional system, I think I'd ask the government, could you just not tax me for a few months while I get like back on my feet from a thing? If I'd have been able to say that, right, things had gone great. But actually, the government makes it like a legally binding, you know, like threat, like, oh yeah, no matter how cool it is to not pay your taxes, you're still gonna have to pay your taxes. Sorry to tell you that. And I thought it's like, oh yeah, that's because like, you would be ashamed to spend too much money on taxes if it wasn't, right? Like a lot of people say they like paying their taxes, and I am genuinely one of those people in a way. Like I don't like seeing the number, but I feel like I have done my bit, you know? If I ever feel like I try to do my bit in other ways way better, but at least when I'm done with it, I'm like, okay, the one benefit is I feel like society runs a bit better because of me, right? But I think that if it was, like, entirely optional, you would have people being like, wait, so you didn't buy a lobster roll yesterday and you gave the money to the government instead? Are you a ficko or something? Like, you know, you get insulted for it. And so I think that, funnily enough, that's the same line of inquiry that, like, if you support a, you know, creator you like on Patreon, if you tip via a live stream like this, you know, it's, you know, like, I guess in the same way that, like, it's the reason we call it like toy cat tax, really, right? Is like there are, it's the one tax where we are very much non-aggressive in any way. But I guess like taxes, you also get to entirely decide your own rate for it. So yeah, I need to hang around here till this grass actually comes up here. So I'll place a few extra dirt blocks to make that a bit easier. But yeah, until I've properly done something with the basement, I think I'm just gonna play it safe and go to bed. I'd watch a Toycat stream even if he was doing something as ridiculous as walking in a straight line in the Nether for 8 hours. So, Pout, you know what's funny? Is I've not only walked in a straight line in the Nether for 8 hours, good reference, by the way, I've also walked in a straight line in real life for 8 hours. It was also a lot of fun, just to be honest with you. Also, yeah, Dasher says, chat, I'm curious, are you here for Toycat or here because it's an interesting challenge? That's a fun question. I want to hear everyone's answer to that. Are you here? I think it's, I think as a streamer, you're never meant to acknowledge that there are people here for different reasons. Because the, you know, maybe I'm, you know, tell me if you think I'm off base on this, chat. But I think that there is a certain amount, I've got so much wheat, by the way. I should definitely take a pile of that wheat out with me. I think there is a certain amount of, like, media that works better when it feels like it's for everyone. I don't know how to quite explain that correctly, but if you, I guess, like, have you ever, like, I recently finished the show. It's called Yellow Jackets, if you're familiar with it, and I think it has one of the most crazy, like, followings of any show that I've ever seen the subreddit for. Like, people are actively, I think it's not even that, you know, it's kind of like, it's appropriate if you've watched the show. There are people who are, like, actively delusional in there, being like, oh yeah, but it's a time loop that's happening. And I love time loops, right? I would love if it was a time loop, but they, you know, like, basing it on nothing, but being like, but that explains this one line in season 3. And they're like, you can't assume there's an entire unheard of mechanic just because you've seen a single line in a single episode of the show. Anyway, dirt instantly turns into grass sometimes in my survival world, but the tick speed is normal. Yeah, so the fun thing about tick speed, right, is in theory, it is possible, in the same way it's possible to, oh man, I did terribly there. In the same way it's technically possible that you, if you buy a scratch card, you get the highest prize, and then you buy another scratch card and you get the highest prize again. I could place down 4 dirt blocks and they all immediately turn to grass. No one would believe it. I mean, even though I'm here streaming, I feel like people would still say, it's not real though, right? But it can happen. It can happen. So Toycat and interesting challenges go hand in hand, says Days of Danny. I'm glad that you agree. I'm really, really nervous about what people will think about the igloo challenge, to be honest. I feel like it's the coolest challenge I've done, but communicating it succinctly, I struggled with. And I feel like sometimes that is the most important thing, at least for the, definitely for the short-term health of the video. So we're going to put a door here. And we'll also put a door here, just in case they break through the first door. And then guess what? Down in the basement, that's right, another door, just in case. You never know when you need an extra door. I'd say 65% Toycat, 35% challenge, says Dragon Slayer X28. You know what, Dragon Slayer X28, what do you need from this live stream before the end of it to make you feel like you got your 65% Toycat? Or rather, what would make you feel like you were missing something? But yeah, I think one of the reasons why, so we want to have the middle 3 blocks, by the way, the window. Oh no, we have windows on the side here too. So this is a window. I've messed that up, but this is meant to be a window right here. And then there's going to be a window on the other side too. So if this is the side of the house, which it is, then this is the window right here. So we'll make sure we carve those out, make it easy to see. And finish up the rest of this. And we'll go to the back, because that's where things get confusing too. And also, we can make our ladder up to our attic. It should be slightly off-center. I've ruined it by it not being, so I'll place the ladders there. You know what? Yeah, I couldn't bring myself not to. And then we'll use these ladders to go down to our basement, because there'll be a trapdoor here somewhere. So, Should I use mud bricks for this section? Yeah, no, I'll use dirt. I'll make it look like I'm literally tunneling into the ground. Because I haven't done anything that's 3D yet, chat. So I think this is my opportunity to start in the land of 3D. And that's great. I think the lobster or chicken hat would get me to that 65%. You know what? Your wish is not my command. You can't tell me who to be. Anyway, so the important thing to note is that the house we're building here is one that we have got some experience with before, but it is going to be the coolest like variation of it I think I've ever built. So I am still very, very excited. So yeah, I'm glad to hear Dragon Slayer X28. You hear that, chat? Even if the rest of you are unhappy, now Dragon Slayer X28 is happy. I know my job is safe. I know that there's going to be at least one viewer all the way to the end, so I can goof off now. I can have a little bit of okay, so we want to put a slab here just so we can like later remove it. But now I can officially, if I want to, start drinking my Aldi suspicious drink. So if you don't have Aldi where you live, internet, you're missing out. First of all, it's like a budget supermarket or discount supermarket, I think is the preferred parlance. So it's a discount supermarket, but the idea is they try to have quirky products to kind of offset the discount. Because a lot of people, there's this fun thing. People think cheap and they think bad. You know, it's this. You know, these streams are free, which makes them cheap, which makes them dumb to spend money on, right? You know, you might be judged by your coworkers as if you had spent money on. Yeah, because you know, one of my real controversial takes is actually about taxes. About weirdly, there's like the voluntary tax form that no one decides to actually use, at least in this country. Anyway, Hat's a low bar to have one viewer by the end. The funny thing is, right, I was about to make a joke like, let's do a live stream where we see how few viewers we can get. But I think if I try to lose viewers, it might actually gain me viewers. Audi's suspicious stew. Yeah, this is Audi's suspicious stew. They figure, you know what, we can't win them over on objective quality, but we can win them over on suspiciousness. So I'm going to have a little sip now because I'm thirsty and my drink has run out. Otherwise, and we're going to see. So it's called Guess the Aldi Flavor #1. There's actually #2 next to it. It has fizzy drink notes. It smells a little bit like generic, do you know, like off-brand, like cherry flavored, like Cherry Aid, I guess is what I'm going for. Given that it's red, I wouldn't be surprised to learn it's cherry. Actually, no, given that it's red, I would be surprised to learn it's cherry. I don't think that they're gonna give it to me that easily. I am suspiciously... Also, you calling me dumb, says Polly. No. You know, actually, yeah, how about that? How about I am? How about, you know, you are... but I think that you are at the Aldi version of TV right now. You know, this is not objectively the highest quality thing on YouTube. Quite the opposite. I might... You know, I would actually argue our production budget is quite high. Side note, it's raining, so we're not going to sleep tonight, and I am going to start breeding pigs like crazy on the off chance that it thunders. Let me fix my problems, Minecraft. Please, let me do it. Let's go, please. Please don't lightning right now, that's all I ask. I don't have enough pigs. I will feel regret. Endless, endless, endless regret. I don't want to feel endless, endless, endless regret. So do a whole bunch of breeding. About a 1 in 6 chance of getting lightning. I'm happy with a 1 in 6 chance. I feel like we've actually done way better than 1 in 6. Like, this is probably our 4th rain ever, and we've already had a lightning. So if it doesn't lightning, I have 0 hard feelings. I have soft feelings, I might even say. I probably need to get these guys into the pen. I guess this can be my overflow pit. Yeah, why not? Overflow pit it is. And then I'll have more pigs ready to go when things are good. Yeah, that works for me, I guess. And then we'll also pick up some more wheat while we're here, because I do need to build those mud bricks. Although we might as well also just work on getting more muddy bricks, right? Yeah, I've got the water bottle. I've got a tunnel that I'm already trying to make. Let's combine those two things together. You're better than Aldi, don't worry. Oh, you know, I hate to say that you're objectively wrong, Michael Jeeps, but I am objectively... I'm just not as good as Aldi. I think that Audi has something on me that I'll never have, and that's okay. You know, maybe one day I can dream You know, I can... what's like a popular type of YouTube video? I could be like I could be off-brand Mr. Beast or off-brand... I literally can't name... off-brand T-Series, what would that be? I don't know the big YouTubers anymore. I think mass media and YouTube don't feel like they fit to me. Like, the moment you mix them, it's like, okay, this is stopped being for me. It's now for someone else. But yeah, let's... I guess we'll destroy our chunk as a way to get our... We do need to turn these blocks into something anyway. And so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, in fact, we've been pre-doing it already. So let's get our shovel out and let's get some mud, because this is how you make mud bricks. You mine 4 blocks and then 4 pieces of... Oh, wait, well, you do it individually. 1 piece of mud, 1 piece of wheat makes packed mud, and then 4 packed muds together makes mud bricks, which is what I need right now. So every 4 blocks of this I mine is 4 mud bricks, which means my house gets a bit closer to completion. I really wasn't expecting to get more lightning before I got another Wandering Trader, but genuinely, I'll take it at this point, you know. I'm just happy that the game cares about me and is willing to help me fix my mistakes. You can't turn the underside of grass into this, sadly. Also, he will get max 20 viewers. Also, I'm happy to be dumb because I'm entertained, but maybe I'm entertained because I'm dumb. Oh. I've thought about it sometimes. Like, there are just moments, you know, this is my justification for my existence. There are moments where I think that even the smartest people are dumb. I think being actually smart all the time is impossible. I think that's what actually separates. Like, I think everyone has roughly the same brain, right? It's just how you can use it. And if you've ever heard the phrase, like, you use 10% of your brain at one time, there is a little bit of truth to that. But the caveat they don't tell you is like, yeah, because it's all for different parts. But because our brain is such a high calorie usage organ that if you were to use it all of the time, you would just die, right? Like, you wouldn't be able to feed your brain in the wild. Nowadays, like, you know, you could just eat a double Big Mac meal every couple of hours to keep the brain fed if you operate. But even if we could use 100% of our brain and there was actually a benefit to that, and just to be clear, there is not. In the same way, there's no benefit in using all 3 lights on a traffic light at the same time. It's not 3 times more efficient to tell everyone to stop and go. So as a result, actually, I think one of the most important things about being smart is knowing when to use it and when not to. Are you not entertained, chat? So chat, I'm going to take a sip. Oh, I'm going to take a sip of my Guess the Aldi, and you're going to guess with me even though you can't taste it. It's not cherry. Oh, it's lemony. Oh, it's so strongly lemony. It's lemon and something like, maybe like an elderflower. If you want, you can look it up, or you can come for me with the journey. So it's pink flavored. It's got cherry smells that might be entirely psychosomatic or whatever. I think this might be beyond the chunk, by the way. So I'm going to start just going more this way. I'll have to use my keyboard and mouse to make sure I do this correctly. Tropical. Oh, generic tropical is a good bet, actually, Days of Danny. Are you based in the UK, Danny? I'm just gonna. You don't have to say if that is too much information. But I don't know why. There's like a there's a vibe in everything you said there. Although I could be wrong. I think statistically, more British people are in Minecraft. Like a higher percent of Minecraft's. Like a higher percent of British people play Minecraft than a similar percentage of Americans. Or indeed other markets around the world. Because whenever there's something they're doing with Minecraft now, they work out like, yeah, UK first. And I think there's something fascinating about that. I just don't know enough about why. So 56 packed mud makes 56 mud bricks, which we can then use in our house. I'm going to get another breeding wave done. Again, just making the hopeful assumption. Also, is that 2 spider jockeys? No, it's just 1 spider jockey. Just 1. Thankfully, only a single spider jockey is after me right now. He's broken a piece of my armor, which isn't what I want to hear. Hopefully, we can get him away. Looks like we'll do just fine with that. So, I need a sword at some point if I want to not die. And I need to breed my pigs. So, let's quickly whip this out. Get that in exchange. And let's also craft ourselves a sword when we can. I guess the smart thing to do would be run back here. Eat 1 more. Oh. And then we'll run back over. Hopefully now that the mobs have despawned, except they haven't. It's fine, though. There's no zombies. That's what matters. If it does thunder, I think we're going to get the rest of our 2 gold. But I want to get more than 2 gold, chat. I want to end up with enough gold to get more. I am Bedfordshire. Oh, fun. I know several people in Bedfordshire. It's the, you know, it's the furthest out place that is considered to be near London. That's my also estimation of it. Also, I'm from Kent, says Websby. Hey, you know, I feel uncomfortable with people sharing too precise a location on the internet. Chat. I don't think I should feel uncomfortable. Like, oh god, oh no. I hate. Okay, this is really bad. This is really, 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 really bad. If there is a mob in my house, I'm about to die. Okay, there is no mob in my house, therefore I shall not die. If I fall off, I am dead. But I am not going to fall off. You know, outside of YouTube-wise. Just Googled it. It's a strange mix of flavors. Oh, you can't make it a strange mix of flavors. Yeah, it's not generic tropical. It's got, there's a distinct flavor in here that people use to represent other flavors. I can't name what it is on the spot, though. Okay, I'm going to make my guess. I'm going to go for another one. Actually, you know what? I think I might just drink it casually throughout the stream. And eventually I'll get some, like, clarity, right? Eventually it all makes sense. It's just to say Kent. Yeah, no, so Kent is totally fine. It's a big county. It's the Garden of England. Websy. You know, how do you say your name, Website? You know, while we're here anyway, can we, let's get some other housekeeping in order. Wait, is there more British YouTubers except Toy Cat? No, I am all the British YouTubers. Don't let anyone else take you from me. No, more seriously, yeah, there's a disproportionate, like, in terms of, like, the viewership I was talking about, but yeah, in terms of YouTubers too, massively disproportionate amount of British people. I think my theory, so it's a theory people often use in relation to gender, that I think there's a lot more variation in guys. You know, I personally, but I think that there's something about, maybe it's like, in my opinion, I'm gonna give you entire BS right now because I believe in the nationalistic myths. Oh god. Okay, I've got to remember not to do that at night. So I need to craft myself a sword and I need to kill that witch. I know by the time I craft a sword, the witch won't be there. Such is life in Minecraft sometimes. No, I don't want you near me. I need a sword. I don't know why making a sword is so hard when there's a mob near you. But it just is. British YouTubers don't actually exist. I mean, have you ever seen a British YouTuber in Britain? I hope you have, actually. So between British and Australia, I'd say it's most Minecraft YouTube. Yeah, my like my nationalistic pride tells me, like, I think that British people are also outsized in the field of inventions and a lot of stuff like that. Oh no. Okay, I think there's a lot of, like, inventing fields like that. So I don't think we're necessarily the biggest creatives though. So it's like a very particular type of, you know, like, creation that comes from it. And I would argue it's like that mix of, like, we, you know, they have the free spirit, that, you know, the free enterprise or whatever, that you need to encourage people to actually want to do stuff, while also, you know, you're safe enough to have a fallback. Meaning you can try something that's like, yeah, this will probably not make me rich, but it will definitely make me better off than not doing it. Okay, so this is bad, got some redstone, so it's good. I have to stay awake, chat, because it's raining, and there's a chance, if this is somehow your first stream, actually, you probably know that there's a chance, while it's raining, that it might become thunder, because it can only thunder while it's also raining. And so if it's thundering but not raining, you'd never know. If it's raining, you know that all you need now is for it to thunder. And so it's kind of like rolling 2 dice in a row and getting a 6 is how you get, yeah, that's a really good way to put it. Oh, wait, I got iron! Iron! If rolling 2 dice in a row and getting 6 on both dice is how you get lightning. And so I don't know there's 1 dice that's rolling every day, and I don't know what the dice roll is. But if I see that my rain dice has already become a 6, I know that tomorrow maybe, the dice roll happens again, and it goes higher. So this is a wandering trader willing to buy glass bottles, which is great, and he's willing to sell pale oak trees. Pale oak trees do not drop apples, apparently. That is a myth, made up to make toy cats make bad decisions. Also, I need to be breeding my pigs more. If it lightning right now, I think I'd be distraught, and I think I shouldn't be in a situation where I get distraught. So let's quickly do a breeding wave of the pigs, except no, that's why we're not going near the pigs. That's why we're not going anywhere near them. So let's just, do I want grey dye? No. Do I want blue ice? Not at 6 emeralds. I do want to sell him my hay though. This is such an incredible wandering trader. Look at that. 2 emeralds, and then I'm gonna, no, I can't sell him. I should drink my potion of health. No, I can't do that. Chat, yeah, I think I'm boned. I think I need my water bottle literally right now more than ever. So we might have to kill him. I think now is the time to... Yeah, if there is a time, now is the time. I don't like that now is the time, but it definitely is. So let's find him. Let's make sure he literally has nothing else I'd want. Rooted dirt. That seems interesting. Azured bluettes. I don't think those will spawn naturally. So I think if I get one of those, I can make a lot of those. Yeah, I think we should go for the azure bluette, chat. What do you think? Tell me make sure I'm not crazy and I'm not... Like, is this an azure bluette? I think that might be an azure bluette, actually. Azure blute, maybe? Azure... You know, let's go find out. Let's just... Is that an azure... Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't need to buy it. Therefore, I don't need anything. I could buy glowstone to be cool. Should we buy glowstone to be cool? Let's buy a glowstone to be cool. No, should I? I feel like birch might be cooler, but eventually I'll have birch. Whereas all glowstone will be valuable. You know what, glowstone? It'll make the house look nicer. No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to buy it. The birch log is quite tempting, because I could make, like, a birch boat, or I could make some quirky things. Chat, I really don't think that I should. I can, but I don't think I should buy the glowstone. I think if I do get 4 dark oak trees later and I've got 18 emeralds, I'll be like, did I need that one glowstone that bad? And sure, what are the odds of that happening? Low, but not that low. Not that low. You know, you could equally say though, like, why don't? Oh no. I've got to really remember those and that. I'm never going to, but I still have to. So place a bunch of pigs. Make sure we go this way. So plenty of those have been placed. Plenty of those have been bred. So if we did get lightning now, it wouldn't be a disaster. I'd hopefully get a 3rd ingot, is what I'm hoping for. And yeah, now I think it's time to kill him. I think rooted dirt has no value to me. Also, Skyglue video was great, says Elock. I'm glad you liked it. I am fully prepared for it to be one of those videos where literally no one sees it for a bit and then it shows up in your recommended in a few years. But I would like it if people saw it, obviously. So I'll put that away. We're at 10 emeralds now. We're halfway to being able to go for dark oak as well as regular oak. Not pale oak, though. The Wandering Trader really wants me to have pale oak. I really don't want pale oak. It's a little bit of an impasse we've come to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we get him spat at. Okay, so I have to hit you. Go, spit me. Spit on me. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, I shouldn't have believed in him. Okay, go. Go. Oh! So this guy is the spitty guy. So hopefully... Oh, I guess because he's lead, maybe. There we go. And now we just get 1 critical when he drinks his milk bucket. Where's his milk bucket, chat? I don't see it. Oh, he's not going to drink it because it's technically... Oh, there's skeletons right there. What? Where do they come from? Does that mean it's thundering? It's thundering! But chat! That means it's thundering. I have something big to deal with, but this is way bigger. Right? If mobs start spawning, that's a sign that it's not just rain anymore. It's thunder? Am I crazy for thinking that? It wasn't... They weren't spawning before. It has started recently. I think that's thunder that... it's now lightning of the weather, but we don't have any lightning the individual event. Therefore, I breed as many pigs as I can in this opportunity. Seriously, as many as I can. We just keep getting in there. Try not to get creepered. That's an important thing. I could be wrong. Chat, can someone confirm? Okay, so I need to drop some items too. Don't need that. Don't need that. I mean, I should need that, but I don't. The slime ball, in theory, has a use, but definitely not right now. I am fully focused on breeding these. Get a charged creeper for a mob head. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Let's get the creeper in there. No, that's a bad idea. I should make a second lightning rod just for this, really. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run away. There's too many creepers just hanging out right there where I need them. Not sure I'm a fan of that. But we'll just run away. All the way away. And then we'll come back later. I do want to make sure I think I have a lead on me. I've got 16 leads on me. Let's bring all of these sheep back across the world. It will strike any second. Okay, I'm not wrong for thinking that then, right? That is a correct and valid thought. So I'll bring my sheep with me, because I do still want to make a sheep farm next to my house and everything. And they still with me? Yes, they are. I think, yeah, we are seconds away from lightning striking. That is a crazy thing to be able to say. So now we've got all the mobs away. Please don't fall in the hole. Tie yourselves up right there. And oh my god, please. I've got pigs I need to breed right now. You cannot be here. I can't stress that, Mr. Zombie. Stop. Stop coming towards me, zombies. I've got pigs I need to feed. This is about to go crazy, chat. I'm about to end up fixing my biggest mistake. What is it, 3 days or like 10 days since the last time? It's less than it should be. I went hundreds of days of no lightning, and I might get it back to back. Although I haven't seen a single strike. Why is there no lightning? Lightning has a 1 in, is it a million chance of striking per like millisecond or something? It's a really wonky system. But yeah, we're gonna just breed as many pigs as we can in this time. And then, oh no! Did we genuinely just go for a whole wave of lightning and not get a single lightning strike? No. Okay, it's not what I want, right? But I can accept it. No, I can't. How do we get lightning? But how do we get a lightning rod without lightning? I mean, so how do we get a lightning effect but no lightning? The lightning rod should have particles of its thunder. That's a good idea. Yeah, what a disappointing day. So I'll bring my my sheeps back, by the way. I saw something really fun that you can do with leads. Like, it could be the new leads rather than the old ones. So let's quickly unlead them all. Then repick them back up. Bring them across my world with me. It probably is the new leads are rather than the old ones. But if you tie them to the wrong side of a fence, like this. Oh, so yeah, I guess they've changed the way leads work. Because that doesn't work the same way that it used to. That's a shame. Well, I mean, it's cool that they've updated the lead. Yeah, let's just bring the lead. Let's bring the sheep all the way across my world into my soon-to-be sheep farm. The name of 1.21.6 is Chase the Skies. Is that true? Arc 8370. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that I'm really glad to learn that we... Oh, do I have to tie them to different ones? There we do. That was weird. The two white sheep could go together, but the brown sheep couldn't go in the same place. But yeah, they are about to reveal the name of 1.21.80. No, 90. They're about to reveal the name of the next update, and they they basically confirmed it's going to be at Twitch Rivals. Is that the name? I'm not a Twitcher. But yeah, it's exciting. So we'll just get back to our house. It's so weird. I had such high emotions for this, but what's even the point anymore, you know? So I should go and finish off the Wandering Trader, assuming he's not dead. I kind of left him for dead, because killing them doesn't mean that much to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, that's chat. I think that my Wandering Trader died, which is good because then it leaves space for another one to spawn. Again, on Bedrock, it doesn't actually matter that much, but it might do somewhere in the code somewhere. So I choose not to be too bothered. Sheep discrimination by leads, terrible. I know, right? I don't like the glowing mob bug. Yeah, is it because am I not on fancy graphics or something? I think it's got to be that. Graphics simple, yeah. I think that's why the mobs glow. I think it's entirely simple graphics. I have no idea why, but I'm glad to have fixed it, Dasher. So I'm now going to have dirt that goes around this side of the house too. Yeah, just a necessary thing, I think. And then it's also going to have to go out the back. The underneath of all of this is obviously going to have to be mob-proofed. So I'll work out what that, like, actually means for me. But for now, place a few more of these. And yeah, I guess we could have this, like, trail down like it does in the Let's Play. You know, we don't even have to think, we don't have to, like, overthink this. We can do this really non-precisely if we want to. Just like it slowly but surely comes down over here and around to the ground. Very strange bug. Yeah, there's a... It's the weird thing. I was going to make a Bedrock joke, but it's the odd thing about... There's all sorts of weird behaviors on Java too, where it's like, oh, that's a bug that everyone just learns to live with so quickly that you forget it's a bug. And it's like, oh, okay then. Huh, I guess that's a way of dealing with things too. So we're gonna have like this be dirt up to like there, and then this be dirt up to like there, and then yeah, this is my solution to the dirt crisis. It should also get more grass up there, which is nice. So I think I am running out of wood. Yeah, very, very close to running out of wood. But I still have big goals that I need to finish with it. So anyway, so if it's 11 blocks across, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the 10th block going around. And I think we have a back door that should be lined up with the front door. Yes, we do. And then we should also have a window that lines up with the front window. Easy to do too. And then also over here. See, chat, I'm really good at building my house out of alternative blocks at this point. That's a skill most people don't have to perfect. But here I am, nailing it anyway. Speaking of daytime darkness, I made a huge one when I was building a mountain. Decided to light it up, almost died so many times. Oh, yeah, accidentally making a daytime darkness. Very surprisingly common experience, if you'll believe it. Surprisingly common experience. Yeah, chat, this has a flavor that is used to make other artificial flavors. So it tastes like everything. And so I'm going to go ahead and say if I have to nail it down to something, it's going to be blue raspberry. So chat, we're going to find out together, did I guess the Audi flavor correctly? There are no mobs coming my way except that creeper. He's not coming my way. Actually, I don't think I can safely sit anywhere but inside my home. So let's sit on the second floor here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna peel off and we're gonna find out together what the flavor is. I'm gonna go for blue raspberry because it's a fake flavor. So it could be like, you know, there are some flavors. In fact, I'll go even deeper with you. Like strawberry isn't real strawberry. There's a reason banana flavor doesn't taste like bananas. Every flavor is fake. It's just there's a combination of chemicals we've worked out that you can broadly describe that way. Crisps are the worst for this. Like there's no such thing as bacon flavored crisps. That's why it has to be smoky bacon. If they said bacon flavor, you'd be like, oh, that's not believable. So I'm currently trying to peel off the label. It's not going well for me. It says peel to reveal, but I am peeling, and there is no revealing happening. Ugh. I need to get like a good grip on it so I can tear it. But it deliberately won't give me a good grip internet. Okay, if I peel here... Oh, there we go. Okay. The peeling is working. Let's see if it's also revealing. Okay, so there's some peeling going on here. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's just literally... The whole thing comes off. And the flavor... Da-da-da-da-da... Can you read that correctly? Blackberry, orange, and vanilla. So, I guess I could have gone orange. But no, it's fake. This is... I think that's no one would ever buy a blackberry orange and vanilla. And if you did buy blackberry orange and vanilla and you got this, no, that's orange and vanilla maybe. I actually kind of see though, it tastes like when you mix all the syrups at the machine together. I think that's a terrible way to have done that. I regret giving Audi my money. You know, actually, no, I don't. I love giving Audi my money. I'm gonna pay the Audi tax more. Prime content. Like I said, I've been manufacturing this stream specifically to get the fewest viewers possible. I did my very best, but it's still not quite enough. I hate grape flavor. You know, I love grapes. I love the idea of making a flavor from grapes. In theory, grape flavor should be the best thing. But you're right, that in reality, it's not. Someone's really ballsed up something there. I mean, it's the reason why you can't have, like... Wouldn't it be great, for example, if we had burger-flavored crisps? I feel like the times I want crisps and the time I want a burger, they're not that dissimilar from each other. If there were crisps that genuinely tasted like burger, that'd be great. I'd be all aboard the gravy train for that one. But there's not, and there cannot be. And that is the sad thing about being alive in the current year. I do wonder whether actually... So, every now and then I learn about some crazy advancement in science. One of the more recent ones we worked out, internet. I've known about this forever, but I actually had a scientist like explain this to me recently. The reason, so you know how we have fake sweeteners now, and they're like 100 times less sweet. Also, Audi number 2 doesn't sound bad. I googled it. I just don't want to go to Audi and try their number 2 flavor, because if it turns out to be poop, I've signed myself up for that. They're like, well, you did buy a drink that says number 2 flavor. You can't be upset when it's number 2 flavor. The Whopper Doritos. Yeah, you know, Whopper Doritos are kind of close. They're pretty good. But then again, that's specifically going for Whopper, which has its own distinct flavor profile, separate to a burger. I would argue. Also, yeah, Jay says, I miss your stream for ages now due to timings, but YouTube recommended this one, so I'm here. Trying to get fewer viewers isn't working. You know what, damn it. Okay, we'll try and be successful then. So let's do what all successful streamers do. Chat, do you have any YouTube videos I can watch while I literally stare at the screen and do nothing for the next 45 minutes maybe? Chat, you seen any good YouTube videos recently? I don't want to watch them because I don't feel like stealing, so how about you describe them to me and I'll imagine watching them? How does that sound? Those Doritos were so good, says Days of Danny. Yeah, I agree actually. I think they were great Doritos. I think I do, again, I think they were great because Burger King exists. It's like Big Mac sauce. I think there's a whole world of like things that could or like burger sauce in general. It tastes incredible because of the context you experience it in. But I felt like if it became too commercialized, you'd quickly stop enjoying it quite so much. I saw this great video on the uses of gravel. Maybe I should watch it. Oh, I've watched that. Watch it start to finish. It's a baller of a video. Poorly translated Minecraft by IBX Toycat is still one of my favorite videos of his. You know, it's after enough years. You know, it's time to bring back the concept. I reckon. Yeah, I'd love to know if there is a version of that out there. After hearing that the Toycat person is live streaming right now, could check that in while we're waiting. You know, Akash, it is one of my favorite live stream segments, where I watch myself and I slowly become a tinier and tinier part, and I start handing things off to me. It is one of my favorite parts of a Toycat stream. So maybe that's a sign we need to have it. So let's now just remove all this dirt or grass. We don't need it anymore. We could leave it there, but we don't need to. And we'll be great. So imagine a group of woke Italian mobsters, says Boiled Cat. I'm liking your thinking. Are we describing YouTube videos that are good now? I think woke Italian mobsters might be Mario and his friends. You know, I think that's a very, very valid point. So, yeah, chat, how are you doing right now? I've got a very, I've had like a very stressful day, maybe needlessly so, but I've had a very, very stressful one. Like, you know how I mentioned like, oh yeah, my weekend plans are kind of like reliant on weather. Well, like at the like last minute, it's like, oh well, the weather looks okay, I guess. I'm like, you know what? I think I just need to like commit in my soul, and just like book something and be like, well, if the weather is bad, I will do something else. I think that was probably the right move to make. Because now I'm going to have to, like, you know, book something for, like, last minute tomorrow. And there's something about booking last minute that makes you feel a bit unorganized. It's weird. I wish the world wasn't like that. I wish we still lived in the era where, like, oh, yeah, the normal thing to do is you show up at a hotel 10 minutes before you need a room, and you hope that the hotel has one for you. Like, I think that's actually, like, a horrible way to run a society and all that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've been to hotels that are full. I've been to... I stayed, one of my favorite dumb stories is I was in New York during the tennis open tournament there or something. I was just visiting a friend. But it meant that I couldn't like stay anywhere because it was like £500 a night. And my flight was at 7 and I couldn't stay with my friend because he was like 2 hours from the airport and the trains didn't start running until, you know, after my flight left basically. And so I was like, okay, I've got 2 options. I can spend £500 for the worst hotel of my life that I'll be sleeping in for like 6 hours anyway. Or, I much preferred my option. I slept on the, I slept on the floor of the airport. And honestly, I was worried like, oh man, this is gonna be the sort of place they might kick you out or whatever. But actually it was great. I went through security at 12:30 for my 7 AM flight. I found a nice corner of the airport. I put like a jumper on my bag. And the corner of the airport was nice. It was like quiet away from everything. And I woke up because my flight gate was like, you know, cooling. And I was like, oh, awesome. And it's that usually when your flight is about to go, you have to walk across the airport or something. I was like, no, I can see it there. Let's just walk over there. And I'll be like, oh, the homeless man in the corner is on our flight too. Anyway, back in the days when everyone carried cash. Yeah, I do have to say though, WebSpeed, the one thing I like, oh, I think I asked you your name pronunciation. I bet you gave it to me and I missed it. Very, very apologies for that. You know, very apologies. Very good English. So you had a stressful day. Do you feel stressed now? Nah, I think the way I undid it is I was like, okay, if I just move the video schedule around, then now I can do this video instead of that video. I made a silly YouTube short about playing Minecraft vertically, and it all kind of bounced, I think. So, yeah, what's cash, says Skep. Cash is like old people paper money, used exclusively. No, I do think we are gonna end up with very soon, like a generation that genuinely finds cash to be like, you know, like, have you ever found people that like, it's kind of like bearer bonds or something. There's like instruments of cash, or traveler's checks. That's a quirky version. I think I once had to pay my Vegas apartment with traveler's checks, or no, it was the weird type of, you have to go to 7-Eleven to buy them, and they act really confused because the guy behind the counter has not done it in a long time. But it's like, oh yeah, it's you give them the money, and then they give you a slip of like a check that is immediately depositable for cash. And it's like, so why couldn't I just give cash to the apartment building? It's like, because the apartment building, I guess it's I literally I still don't understand to this day. But I have, you can get a check that if you lose the check you lose the money too. And I don't understand why it exists, but I know that I've used it a few times. Just call me Webby. I'll do my best, Webby. So are those new papers? Also, that's a money order. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm talking about a money order right now. Sorry, I'm not talking about traveler's checks. Although traveler's checks are a very similar concept, but they're meant for going overseas, right? I am talking about money orders. My bad. Cash is considered a boomer thing, apparently. So, there is a real scary thing, I have to say, about decentralizing money. Like, I want to be in control of when I can pay for things or not. So I keep, like, a really small... When I first... It was at one point a large amount of money. When I first started getting paid from YouTube, I took £20 of every payment I got, and I put it in like a little box, and then I stopped after like 2 or 3 years or something. But I was like, okay, if I ever go on the run, this box... Because you always read about, I don't know whether it's true or not, but you read about, at least in the low-quality stories I'm reading, about like, oh yeah, your bank accounts get frozen for a crime you didn't commit. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen that didn't happen with cash. You couldn't freeze someone's cash. You know, you'd have to physically seize it from them. Which actually, if you think about it that way, that's really more of an argument for like Bitcoin than it is an argument for cash. Now that I'm saying it out loud. Yeah, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's really, really good point, actually. You just go to a Bitcoin ATM, and, like, I assume they don't verify your ID at those things. Anyway, so what I really need to do is bury some Bitcoin in the woods. But yeah, I still carry a 50 to keep the kids doing maths. Oh, I feel like literally no one will even accept a £50 bill. Anyway, so, with that said, speaking of cash, every time I clean my room, I keep money I forgot I had. Last time I found $120. Kaz Wilkinson, if you found $120 while cleaning your room, I would like to make a strong case for why you might like paying Toycat taxes. Hear me out here, right? Hear me out. You know, you instead of having to lose it and then find it, a Toycat membership in spirit lasts forever. Your month rank lasts forever at least. And even more fun than that, you get access to me bathing in Mountain Dew, which you can't do with that $120 when you lose it inevitably in your room again. So, you know, think big, think Toycat. Our next game drop has a name. Fasten your seatbelt, because we can rule our next game drop has a name. Chase the Skies. So Arc 8370, where are you here? I don't doubt that there is going to be a leak for that soon. But I'm wondering why you believe it right now. Could you please tell me? Also, that's crazy. They technically lost $120. Yeah, I feel like I lost £10 when I was like 20. It was my 21st birthday party. Oh, that's what made it worse. Like a bunch of people came and visited me, and then I lost £20. I think it was one of the £20 from the, you know, being a paranoid, you know, teenager thing. But yeah, I lost £20 and I never found out who. And even at this point, you know, like the £20 doesn't even matter, right? Like it's like, I would just like to know that someone took it and feels bad about that, you know? Because, you know, that is the weird thing, in my opinion. The strangest thing that I've come to learn about, like, apologies or whatever, is there's a little bit of, you don't want someone feeling good that they have done something bad to you. They can't feel like, oh yeah, I did something bad and it was justified. They need to think I did something bad and I should feel bad. And even if they don't feel bad, knowing they should feel bad. I feel like there's something about that. Maybe it's like a social respect thing, like, oh yeah, they should should know that everyone would judge them if they learned they did this. Because you know, there's a whole bunch of people that will do like, yeah, it's interesting to me in my opinion. Anyway, so how do I access save pages on Google? Okay, thank you, Skep. I'm very confused by your comments. Thank you for adding to that. Maybe it was the person who burnt your hand. It's a good theory there, bearded man. I don't think it was, weirdly. So do I have... I need to still get more mud. I think 64 mud bricks isn't going to finish my house. But I also need to get more wood. So I guess we could start on that too. Chat, raise your hand if Toycat mispronounces your name. You know, that's a good idea. Chat, raise your hand. Does anyone here feel like I serially mispronounced their name? You know, how about I deliberately mispronounce everyone's name? Kuki Monsters Prey, Ifan Wolkowici, Polly. You know, yeah, the E from Polly and the E at the end, that should be merged into one. My husband still gets paid in cash every week. Okay, Polly E, maybe you're not allowed to see. This is an example, right? Of like, this is a lie that you might actually want to not know. But you know, is your husband a street pharmacist? It's starting to sound like he's a street pharmacist. He's got some. He's writing prescriptions for people not having a good enough time, not enjoying music enough. It sounds a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna say it's definitely what's happening. But if I were coming home with a bunch of money, It's either a builder or it's one of those. Also, Chris Smith says it's funny. My name sounds like Christmas. Your name does sound like Christmas, which really, if you think about it, quite the flex. So I'm going to have a few blocks of dirt go this way to connect to, like, round here. Not that it actually connects because there's fences there. And then after, like, literally, like, 6 blocks or something, I think we'll just, like, have it go down. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. I think we don't want to have this, like, huge raised up area because it becomes a pain to maintain. I think 4 blocks could do it. Yeah, well, how about we do 4 blocks and we go down 4 blocks? We'll go down like 2. No, I think 4 would make it look more interesting. Or at least 3. So we'll go down by 3 blocks. And then we'll go down by another 3 blocks. And so underneath these blocks, I have to be careful because there might be 1-high mobs like baby zombies that spawn here. So I have to deliberately shovel this away. But by shoveling it out, I can make something cool, I hope. So all the way over here. Let's just place some paths. Get it in nice and early, nice and easy. Hopefully make something nice and good. So where's the dirt at? I had a big pile of dirt. Don't know where it is anymore. Let's go get some more. So, yeah, Arc83070. You're saying you want to help? Could you tell me where you're getting your information? I think there is an 80% chance that you are lying right now and a 20% chance that you have something. And the only way for me to know that you're in the 20% is if you tell me what source you are using for your information. Because it's hard to trust a random stranger on the internet. But if you point me to something which I can be like, oh yeah, this is real. I bet there is a leak for that coming soon because Mojang have definitely already named it internally. But also, there are lots of people who enjoy making up things on the internet. And so I need to know that that is not what you have done by you revealing where it is that you have found this information out. So Drekka Bandit, how would y'all wrongly pronounce my name? Drekya Bandit. No, I can't. Yeah, you know, I'm going to stop mispronouncing names before things go horribly wrong. Should I make a note block song, chat? I've got enough. I think I've got enough stuff for it now. Like, I've got plenty of redstone. Oh, also, I've got tons of cherry logs. Perfect. Okay, so that should be enough dirt, too. Now we just need to know how high after the top window we start building the ceiling. It's an annoyingly hard problem to solve, but it's 1 block after. So right now, we can start placing our stairs that will represent the roof. You excited, chat? You should be. So I need definitely more than... I think this is still too few. Like, this is a massive understatement of how many blocks we'll need, but it's fine. And before we do it, we'll place our cherry trapdoor there. And another one just like there, I don't know. And we'll finish our dirt placement over here. So all of these blocks can't spawn mobs, which is nice. And then this means we won't need fences as much because we can just like have it slowly droop down. So I think this is a 4th block, which means we don't want it, which means we have some of these. And just like that, we did it. We did great. Maybe we should fill the sides of these in or something. You know, I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm going to let the grass grow here. That's the important thing. I'm going to let the dirt come in here. I think the dirt needs to touch, actually. Yeah, I need to maybe move some of these dirt blocks over there. So now that I don't need these anymore because the grass has come up, let's take them. Now let's make sure the grass can spread. Again, there's just something nice about having grass up this high. When you use dirt, it looks messy. When you use grass, it looks clean and clear. Is clean and clear desirable? Very debatable. Okay, so yeah, Arc. I'm very curious. I'll send it one more time. But yeah, so I think there's an interesting thing. I am fascinated by this thing. I actually sometimes wonder, chat, like, is it me that does streaming wrong? Because I do genuinely... I guess I try to treat everything on the internet, like, to a fault, the way that I think it should be done from a viewing perspective. And so, like, I think some of the times that I'm chatting on a live stream, I think if I'm trying to say something to the streamer, I assume the streamer is going to... I want them to read it or acknowledge it or something, right? But then if the streamer said, like, oh, that's cool, and then asked me a question, I feel like it's reasonable to respond to that question. But there are some people, this has happened so many times, where they'll just spam the same thing, and I'll read it, and they're like, okay, and they'll spam it some more. And I'm like, oh, are they not looking to see if I'm responding? Are they just saying it over and over again? Like, are they muted or something? Are they're just hoping? Like, I don't know. I literally can't wrap my head around it. I literally cannot. It blows me away. So yeah, I think that the drop name from the Minecraft website, I can confirm it's real. Oh, awesome! See, there we go. There we go. That's what I need to see. So Minecraft.net right now. Okay, Minecraft.net. So they said they were dust yourself on and off again. Are you sure it's from the Minecraft website? You know, can you send it to me on Twitter maybe? See, there's still a use for the Twitters for moments like this. Unless you're just joking. It's on the website and some language versions on it. I opened it and it's there. Okay, wonderful. So that's exciting, chat. I trust Pout as a regular, maybe incorrectly, but Chase the Skies might just be the name of the next Minecraft drop. What do you think about the name if it is? See, I have to re-record a video now, by the way. I might have made tomorrow's video under the assumption that it would be much later. Shoot, did I do that today? I've been multitasking, commenting, and muting. No, Wordfish Trombone, you are lovely, and you have not done anything. I guarantee, again, I guarantee anyone who has the foresight to think to themselves, have I done something wrong? Statistically, 99% of the time, probably not. I think most people who do wrong things, genuine, like, there was a guy, I guess it's literally every time you get on a form of public transport now, it's the inevitability. There's someone watching TikTok out loud. Again, there's nothing worse than someone else's TikTok algorithm, and there's nothing worse than having to listen to it against your will on a form of public transport. Again, it's because they don't even know they're being malicious. If the guy was like looking around every now and then, being like, "I'll stab you if you tell me to turn on my TikTok," at least I would know he feels bad about having the TikTok on. But if there's someone who's just genuinely like in their own little world, like, oh, you know, I don't have headphones, and so it's only reasonable the whole carriage listens to my TikTok. Or even worse, if they're like, oh, yeah, I'm just on my phone. No one else can hear my phone, or they'd be reacting to it. You know, this is my continual bitter old man saga. One day, the world will see the light. Did you know we're all actually in someone else's dream, says Skep? It's not impossible that you're in my dream. No. I have some pretty deep simulated characters in some of my dreams, to be fair. Also, I totally misunderstood where this should end up, and now I've got stairs in a place there shouldn't be stairs. Although it is weird that the stairs... Oh, it's fine. You know, we'll leave those there for now, and we'll finish up the rest of these. So it's looking great, I think. Yeah, I'm amazed at how fast this has come together, chat. In just an hour of building, I have managed to create the world's most delightful house. So let's place a few more blocks over here now. Just have to run around. And 1, and a 2, and a 3. So yeah, I think we're probably only going to need like another stack, maybe not even that of these. And then we also need some slabs, obviously, for the top, which I can easily get. And then we need some regular slabs for like right here, because we need to fill in these blocks, right? So here, here. Oh, I should have just used these for, rather than using upside down stairs, which I now have to destroy. I should have used these as a way to place the blocks up the side of. Yeah, and then I wouldn't have placed the extra, you know. It's efficient, but efficiency isn't always fun in Minecraft. That's why some people use Fortune instead. I blame reality TV for creating the norm that speakerphone use is normal and okay. That's a really interesting theory you have there. Yeah, I think yeah, that's a really interesting theory. I don't think it's true, but I like it. You know, I'll believe it's true because it feels good to. But I don't think that it is. Pink and mud bricks look really good together. You know what, chat, actually, let's all have a collective opinion. So I lost my axe. I'll just have to break this for now. I'm starting to regret not having a a thing to place here, chat. Like, I could, right now, I could have a glowstone block, a big central point. But let's jump down, shall we? Let's give it a peek. What do you think of my house, chat? Oh, it looks... I think I made a mistake here. I don't know how I made a mistake here. I think I made a mistake. What is the mistake? Or is it just the color combination is that weird? I feel like it's one block too short. You know, it's fine. It's probably fine. No, is it one block too short? You know, we'll find out in the attic, right? Because the attic should feel the same. So this is the first floor, this is the second floor. They both look great to me. The attic looks the same too. I think I am just going crazy. Most beautiful house ever. Thank you, Corbin. Correct opinion. Correct opinion. Looks like a British house. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, so I'm getting a bunch of notifications. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So. Okay, yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Not that important though. Yeah, is Toy Cat's Toolkit free? No, Toy Cat's Toolkit costs money. Which is controversial to some. Someone said, you know, if you've got 2 million subscribers, 800 mine coins is the ceiling. It's like, oh, there's a suspicious coincidence that you say that after learning that it costs 830. It is actually a shame I can't pick more granular prices. Like, you have to go all the way to 830 from 660. But yeah, it's gonna have updates and stuff too. I think like for a lot of people, like having that support is worth it. I think for some people it's. Oh, it smells really weird, chat. It smells really weird. Build a skyscraper in the distance to build to shine light into your window. Dasher, people will know I live in a city with skyscrapers. Yeah, is this right? Something feels off. I don't know what it is, though. Are you using the toolkit as we speak? So, in the same way that I'm not gonna... Popping in to say hello. Hello, Ash! How's it going? Hope you are doing desert well today. Oh, this looks so cool, actually. I think I accidentally created something fun. Hope you are doing desert well on this fine day. So I'll place a full block there. And then slabs from the rest of this? Yeah, I think so. And then maybe I should place some slabs there, just to finish that out. Yeah, the second floor is a block shorter than the first. Is that true? So the second floor, oh, no. No, the first floor, 1, 2, 3. Oh, because I must have placed this on a bottom slab. That's what it is, yeah, yeah. So this is on a bottom slab, which is interesting. Hi, not too bad. I'm just suffering with humidity. Oh, I know, right? It's ridiculous. I can't stress this enough. I think temperature in the UK just feels worse than everywhere, and it all can be pinned down to humidity. Everything feels worse when your body can't properly regulate the heat. Reminds me of a certain house. I can't remember the name. You know, that's a weird coincidence. I can't imagine why it would remind you of anything. Yeah, I literally can't think of a reason. Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe you should get yourself tested. That's what it is. It's not the house, it's you. So, your house looks like it's made from pink wafers. Yeah, cherry wood is a very funky wood to make it out of. 100% truth in that. But I think it's coming out nicely anyway. So I've got 6 chests now. I'm going to have my traditional under the stairs chest for weird items. Then I'm gonna have my I'm gonna have a wool chest logically that will go over here. And then I'm gonna have like a pieces and components chest over there. Then I need to have the generic junk chest. Should I use the same ones from my normal world for this logic? Yeah, I should. So junk chest, logically using that formula, goes over here. And then that means we need item frames, chat. I haven't made any item frames yet. I can make glow item frames. Yeah, you know, I don't know what we'll put in the glow item frames. But let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. Let's make So do we start with item frames and then make glow item frames? We do. So let's just put some glow item frames up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, I think maybe this one here should go there. And then there's also going to be a chest that goes next to that. But here we are. What a lovely house. Isn't this delightful, chat? Obviously, the basement is a bit of a concern. There are lots of problems that could come from this if I don't deal with it correctly. But still, chests are brown. They should be pink. It is the real problem. I want to eat the house. It looks very yummy. Does the house look very yummy? Also, Ash, while you're here, did you hear the name of the update has been accidentally revealed? I don't know if you did hear, but I'm very, very surprised. I was genuinely expecting, you know, Ash knows more than anyone because he's edited a video of my theory that is now slightly wonky. Yeah, I was really sure, like, yeah, this update contains one of the big. I mean, maybe they'll still showcase it there, but it contains. Yeah, apparently, again, we're trusting regular Pout here. Maybe he's making things up for attention. People do that sometimes. Apparently, they accidentally shared it on their website before they were meant to in certain languages. I don't get why they don't reveal the drops names earlier. I still call the spring drop all the time. Did I predict the name in that one random video? I've got some bad news for you. The answer is no, but you can believe it's yes, and no one can stop you until the update officially comes out. It's bacon themed, I'm telling you. You know what should be bacon themed? The research and development departments at major crisp companies. Again, I'm done with smoky bacon. I don't want any smoke in my bacon anymore. I just want good old bacon burger cheese. You know, cheeseburger actually. That's the flavor I want. Regular Pout feels like an insult. Yeah, Super Pout isn't here today. So we just have to use regular Pout. Disappointingly. Also, Pout says, why don't they reveal the drop names earlier? So I think the reason why is because during the development cycle, I don't want to say people are negative, but people are definitely like constructive about what they'd like to see. Whereas they want you to think about the end update as a finished product. That's my theory. Obviously, I'm not a Mojang insider. I think actually I might be. But I'm not. I don't have any knowledge about that. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. Should we do something with a name tag? I think we should. We need a lobster roll update. Do you want me to order a lobster roll right now? I really wanted pizza today, chat. I think I had a moment where I was like, you know what? What's even the point of being an adult if you can't just decide to have pizza 2 nights in a row? I had a real strong feeling of that today. So let's take out the mud bricks. And let's take out the dirt now. Yeah, let's make like a building block chest. And let's put all of our building blocks in the building block chest. Right up here, chat. We're going to do it. Because obviously the 2 biggest resources we're going to have a ton of. It's going to be dirt. And then it's going to be cherry blocks. Okay, I didn't do that quite correctly, but it's fine. So yeah. I think your brain is bacon themed. I don't disagree. It's not impossible that my brain is bacon filled. But yeah, I literally didn't want pizza. I had this moment where I was like, if I had pizza in front of me right now, I think I'd be less happy. And then it hit me like, sometimes you want things. But the moment you have to make something real in your head, the moment you have to deal with the consequences of it, you realize, oh, I liked this because it was good in the abstract. But in the reality, it's like it's a nightmare to deal with. It's scary to think. For the bacon cheeseburger lobster roll pizza fun, says David Blau. I thank you very much for understanding my desire to eat good food. You know, I think I should find. There's got to be like a good seaside town in the UK that does a lobster roll. You know, I'm looking for interesting places to drive. You know, take advantage of my newfound mode of transport. Maybe I should do that. Also, Philosopizza. I feel like Toy Cat occasionally ignores advice people are giving him. You know, Christmas, tell me exactly why it is that what advice I am ignoring. I do ignore a lot of advice. But yeah. I would use the basement for chests. Yeah, that's actually not that terrible of an idea. I just like the idea of the chests being part of the furniture around the house. I wonder how many people like the idea of Toy Cat, but not the actual Toy Cat. Oh, that's a deep one, Dasher. I think most people like the I think if we go really deep on this, I think most people like the idea of other people, right? Because if you I learned today, you know, one of the things I think we all try to insulate ourselves from is like Alzheimer's. Because if we use the memory theory of life, that the whole reason you do anything in life is to have memories of having done the thing. You know, Alzheimer's is a way that you can go bankrupt on the one measure where you can never recover from it either. Like real bankruptcy, you know, they don't lock you in prison for that anymore. You're pretty fine. But you know, like memory bankruptcy, no, it's over. You're done. You're never getting it back. It's like death if you go bankrupt, but memory-wise. So one of the things that happens to a lot of people who have like a brain injury, not Alzheimer's, but like a memory-affecting brain injury, is they'll become slightly different people. I don't know how much I fully believe it, but the brain is a fascinating structure, so I'm sure there's some science in there somewhere. But so a lot of people become different people after a brain injury, and so because of that, I've heard of this happening to people in my own life. They're like, oh yeah, you are a different person, fundamentally speaking, after you hurt your head than you are before it. And so, you know, like, is it true love if you break up with someone because they are a different person after going through that? Because it's a really common, like, side effect. It's like, oh yeah, couples don't feel as comfortable together. I know, was it the famous, I think Richard Hammond, one of the Top Gear guys, he had a very bad, so I'll put this in the junk chest. So I'll keep the junk chest separate, but I think actually, rather than having chests around the house, I think I want to put them all together. Except that I think the armor chest should be in its whole own weird place here. I think I want to put a bunch of block chests here, though. Stacked on top of each other, maybe. Anyway, he's not seeing my messages about cheeseburger bacon, says Rose Pentagle. I'm sorry I didn't see your cheeseburger bacon messages. I hurt my toe today. I don't know if that's the same, but... You know, Ash, I've been noticing, ever since, like, 3 p.m. today, I've just been noticing that I've been enjoying your messages a lot more. You know, maybe you should hurt your toe more often. It actually is kind of similar, right? When you're in, like, pain, I think this is controversial to say, but I think when you're in pain, you are a much less interesting person to be around. Because you're so focused on the pain, it's hard to focus on being you know, like, I don't know, an interesting human being in all the other ways that matter. And that's hugely interesting to me. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put some villagers up here somewhere, chat, and then down there I might have my sheep farm. Because I think villagers are going to be more of an important trade than the sheep. So for now, I think I'm going to bring those sheep all the way down and under into my house. Later, that might cause me some serious problems. But as you can see, it's not actually dark down here, chat. Partially because I have the sides open, but also partially because these are all slabs. And so the light should fade most of the way through. Except, no, I used bottom slabs for the top floor. So I need to fix that or light can't come through. So if I... Oh yeah, I've really messed this one up. If I replace... It all started with this one block. If I hadn't placed it on top of the ladder, my life would be a lot easier right now. But if I make like a little row here, and then I go underneath, and then I remove those blocks in that little row there, then hopefully that will let light through the house. It's not this one, it's this one. Oh wait, no, it is that one. Just not in the... Oh, they've made double slabs, that's why. So let's put all these blocks back. And if we let some... So now you can see that the light can come through these through the stairs. And there's like a skylight in my house. Do you see? Oh. No, this looks weird. Why is this way, chat? There's like random spots of light in the house. Anyway, I don't understand it. I just know that I can do something about it. And later, if I feel like it, I could even change my whole house to fit. So there we go. For now, I guess we'll just do this as well to keep things simple. And yeah, my attic is beautiful. So is the rest of my house. So now I need to have some water so I can jump out of the top into said water. That should be easy enough to do. Just place some right here. Do I have a water bucket? I don't, but I can. So the question is, will people love you if you hurt your head? Will people still love you if you hurt your head? I think it's, I like the story of a woman with dementia telling everyone she went on her sister's travels, gave herself someone else's memories. Oh, that's spooky to me. You know, or in a way that's like, oh yeah, imagine being a terrible person your whole life and then remembering none of it and remembering being a great person. I have fibromyalgia, which means I'm in pain constantly. So today on your stream, I've been called dumb and boring, but that's a great end to my week. You might be dumb and boring, Polly E. But maybe, if you dream hard, you can aspire to be dull as well. You know, if you really... you haven't been doing a good job at it recently. I'm sorry to say. You've not been the dullest chatter. But if you believe in yourself, if we all do maybe a little bit on your behalf, maybe we can make that work. So, how many bats can a toy bat...
How many bats can a toy cat bat if a toy cat could bat bats?
Great question. The answer is 17. Glad to get... first of all, love that as a throwback, Boiled Cat. Second of all, thank you for the Canadian dollar tip. I do go to Canada, like, semi-frequently. So I will use your Canadian dollars. And you know what I'm going to buy of it? A lobster roll. I have, I'm going to the last 2 maritime provinces I haven't been to soon. The New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. And I know that the watery bit of Canada is known for lobster rolls. Or it's known for lobster. I don't know about lobster rolls, actually. I feel like that's not as common. Challenge for Toy Cat. Say something nice to a chatter. Lamau says, big stupid idiot. Sorry, I can't read their name from here. You know, this is the style of this is my love language. My preferred love language to receive is money, and my preferred love language to give is insults. I do think weirdly, I say this a lot, and I genuinely mean it. I think there are ways that you can insult someone that show that you know them, that is better than blindly. Like, if you say to someone like, "Oh yeah, you are such a wonderful, you know, you're such a wonderful person. I love the things you've done." I think, like, genuinely, this hurts my soul. I get so many recruitment offers a day from networks, from banks, from, you know, like fake alternative banks, trying to loan me money for my YouTube channel. I get a bunch of like emails from like these same sources every day, and because they're trying to stand out, they're like, "Oh, hey, Toy Cat, I just watched your video on how you survived for 12 years. It was cool to..." And it's like, you watched precisely one YouTube short, and it shows. Because you used to just say the titles, and now you give me one line from that video. I know that you're not such a... If you had watched this channel, you would not be in a hurry to loan me money. And so, it's interesting because I think there are ways that you can insult someone and show you care about them much better than being positive can show that you do. And obviously, the best thing to do is to compliment someone in a very specific way to them. You know, if I compliment, I don't know, Faust first time in a live. You know, thank you for jumping into a live, Faust, and for just immediately, you know, putting yourself out there. A lot of people fear that. They hide in the background of chat for a bit. I'm glad that you felt that you could jump right in and say hi, and now I get to know you're here, Faust. And now if I see you again, it'll be like, oh, it's Faust. By the way, Wild Bill Miller says, how do you use Google Play money for Minecoins? If you have Google Play opinion rewards or survey rewards, you go to Android, or rather, you can just pay for the thing and it will use that currency rather than your card on file. It's pretty handy, I think. So yeah, now I'm going to put some fences down, and I'm going to start tying sheep to those fences. And then we'll start breeding sheep, and it'll be a whole fun thing. So I want to have multiple breeding pits of sheep. Can I do that easily? I might have to, like... No, I think the sheep pits are going to have to be accessible from the surface. So maybe I'll put the sheep pits over here. Or even over here, if this is where in my normal world my cow pit would go, I could divide my cow pit into lots of sheep pits, right? Like at least 3. Like maybe 1 for black, 1 for white, 1 for all the other colors together. Is that correct? Sheep segregation? So I'm going to break at least one of these. I don't have an axe, and I just keep looking and hoping that an axe appears, but it just isn't. Erodit compliment says, Erodit. You know, Erodit, you are, you left a lot of chat, so at first it was like, oh yeah, this is someone who's just like very enthusiastic and excited. But then you actually got to know people, you started to work out the schedule, you know, rather than just demanding it, you're like, oh, it's okay. Usually stream, you know, like you worked it out yourself. You know, you created, you became a part of the community in a way that some people, you know, like don't jump right into. They're like, you know, they want a one-way relationship, just, you know, with the. It's cool. It's good that you did that. I'm at least showing that I know who you are. Probably doing a terrible job at it. Okay, so now we're gonna break all the fences, and then we're gonna lead the sheep together. I guess we should lead them onto different posts though. So actually, let's retie this guy up, and then untie all the white guys. You know, actually, I don't think it looks good if we specifically tie up the non-white sheep. But you know what? This is... I said I wouldn't get political today, chat, and so, therefore, this is okay. I'm allowed to do it. It would be political to say otherwise. Also, why are these... Okay, so they're still tied to the fence, so let's untie them, retie them. Grab this sheep. He's still tied. There we go. Okay, so now we bring him all in. I demand a Chantal compliment. Chantal has been at every live stream for like 6 years or something, with like a single-digit number of exceptions. Like even sometimes she actively will hold back from chatting, so that she can like better get a hold of people who are doing the things that are like kind of craziness, and that is very good of Chantal to do. Okay, so let's put a fence there, and let's tie these sheep to it. Again, later we can divide them all up and stuff, but it's useful to have that there. And then we'll have, I guess the sheep farm will go back this way some distance. Yeah, I don't know how far. But yeah, we're going to have to divide it up. So somewhere over here, maybe. That's too wide. This is, I think 5 by 5 is a reasonable shape. Or 6 by 6 works, actually. So now we want to get all the sheep on this side of the pen. So we're going to have to... Is that sheep going to be permanently stuck on the wrong... No, he's fine. Okay. So there we go. Let's build a wall. Just over here. Slowly get the sheep through it until they're all on the good side. So I guess this is why I should have built the sheep pen first, rather than later, because now that now this guy is just perpetually trapped on the wrong side of the wall. Okay, then 1, 2, rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then right here is where it will start going this way. Easy peasy. And it goes all the way up to the surface, but it keeps all of the sheep nicely penned in. I'm actually getting the shape entirely wrong. I think my farm is like that shape because there's lava here rather than sheep here, but it works. Yeah, I think I've really messed this one up, chat. That's okay, though. That's okay. I mean, I could just put the sheep in this side. No, we'll just have 4 separate pens. It'll be good. Good Chantal compliment, but you can do better. She sounds weird, to be honest. Yeah, Chantal's always just watching people. She leaves comments every now and then, like I like your hair, I like your nails, like the way that you breathe, like the way that you spam chat with the same message 8 times and don't listen for a response. I've watched most streams for the last few months and I've chatted like 3 times up to now. Now you're telling me I have to make up for that lost time so I can get a compliment that says you got this, man? I have no idea who you are. You got this, man. Literally never heard of you. Is this your first stream or? It is weird. I feel like compliments are good for people, but I feel like specific compliments are good. So I'm now gonna switch chat. I'm just gonna give everyone generic compliments. Lizard Wizard, you are a superstar. I could smile at you forever, and I am okay. So actually, we could make a little door here between us and the sheep pen. There's another way in and out of it. That's a fun idea right there. I think I'm going to have to close this off eventually. But I could do it with, like, glass if I ever get that. Or, like, leaves. I guess conceivably I'll have one day. Also, yeah, boiled cats. I love the way you look in the sun. It brings out the shine in your eyes. Draco 1221. Your existence brings a new meaning to the day of your neighbors, because they are very excited when they get to be away from it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this now, chat. I'm gonna back out. A generic compliment in toy catish is an insult. Exactly. Yeah, I backhanded compliments are the best. No, Ryan, wait. Let me tell you, you are the best at backhanded compliments. You're so good at them. I wish I could learn from you. I'm not going to do any backhanded compliments today. So it's raining again, by the way, which means we've got quite good luck on rain. I'm not feeling good about my odds if I just happen to get lightning twice in a row. But, you know, maybe you win twice. I'm on a roll. Better win again soon, right? Don't want to make sure I use up all that luck while I've got it. If I've won one scratch card, surely now means I'm going to win more than one. It's just basic statistics, really. See, I need to bring more bees, by the way. That's another thing I'm forgetting to do. Because I did punch a bee and I think... Oh, they're both dead now? Oh, terrible. Don't want that at all. So yeah, we need to remember to harvest our beetroot when they grow fully. I don't think that's fully grown beetroot. And also, I'm going to feed a few more pigs if I can. But then I'm going to put the 14 carrots away because future me might need those. Okay, so are there any blocks in here that I need to move? Yeah, cherry logs. Are there any... I'm going to move the armor as well. And maybe also the swords. I don't think it's correct or anything to move the swords, but we will. Let's move them all into the home. That's where they belong. Funder, says ARH Riku. I hope that we get Funder. I'm not feeling that hopeful about it, but I would love to be proven wrong. I would love my cynicism to be misplaced. That would be great. So now we'll move the entire stack of blocks we just got into here, as well as some dirt, I guess. And then we'll put mud and mud bricks in there too. I think we're done with these for now. As well as the stack of dirt. And then we can just start to fill up this generic chest of, like, the junk from around the world. Now that we get a whole chest dedicated to it, we can just say, yeah, anything can go in here. I've got 51 arrows now, wow. Anything can go in here if we want it to. I'm going to specifically have rotten flesh slots in this corner, though. And now let's move the rotten flesh from around the world into there. Because if I get a cleric, which I don't even... Like, I need a cleric just to get lapis. It's one item. I don't think I need it that bad. But if it happens, yeah, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm going to take full advantage. It's going to be wonderful. So let's grab all of the armor. Let's grab... the shovel, I guess. Maybe the enchanted bows. It's too tricky to work out what is junk and what is not. But let's just bring it all. Make a nice stack of it in the place. And glowstone dust too. And this wonderful book, which I forgot I even fished for. Like, what a weird thing to have. You're going to fill the rare item frames? Honestly, actually, maybe I should. Like, I really like this infinity bow. It's going to be going away soon. So let's put it in there. I really like... I don't like anything else I have. But I think putting the infinity bow in there is nice. Put an enchanted book in there just to, like, flex a little bit. Because, like, chat, I think my game just, crashed temporarily. That's weird. Yeah, it's not that great of a book, but it is also a cool book. So, for now, just having an enchanted book deserves a frame. The rest of this does not, though. So let's now move these items into here. Ideally near the top if they're super valuable. And, yeah, the junk chest is the junk chest. It's totally fine. Perfectly acceptable. We need to remember... Also, why did I move my bed? Oh, to place blocks underneath it. Chat, if I had bad luck today, it could be because I didn't have my bed at 56, 56, 56. We all know that's how that works. So, Kat, your shirt is the color of the sky in your beautiful homeland. Thank you for calling it a beautiful homeland. It's not what many people believe. Okay, so I have to spend today not sleeping because it's raining, which means it might thunder. which seems sad on the surface, but isn't actually. Yeah, I think this shouldn't go this far this way. I think we should find a nice middle ground between both sides of this and make it a better replica. It sucks because we have to destroy a bunch of blocks, but that is what it is. I need to get a bow out too. I'll get a bow after I've killed that witch. Side note, I haven't had a single pillager captain yet, and I wouldn't have been able to benefit if I had, so I'm not too bummed out. But it is odd, right? So I'm going to go around the witch. Please don't see me. I'm going to craft 2 swords, because I love wax figures. And then I'm going to go and kill the witch. Please don't throw a potion at me before I do anything. There we go. No. Don't throw the potion. Don't throw the potion. Just all redstone for me, please. See, I guess I'll use tonight as a witch killing night. And maybe, I don't know, what else is it good for? I don't think there's any other drop that I drastically need. Like, if I got boots, that would be nice. So if that guy's wearing boots, but he's not. So there's no need to kill him. I just get armor if I do, which is like, I guess, something. Let's go grab a decent bow, and let's kill any zombie with armor. Because maybe the armor will be rare and valuably enchanted. I think realistically, any zombie with a sword or a weapon, like a silk touch tool, would be incredible. But otherwise, it's not needed. So let's pick up all the bows. None of these have a great enchantment on. And let's use the mending bow, just because it will last forever. Okay, perfect. Haven't got the last couple streams, but I'm glad we're still using integers so far. It says Foster F. This is still a main integer stream, a real integer for the stream. Which, as we all know, is a sign of great things to come. No, don't do this to me. I'm so worried about being blown up by a random creeper. How did that creeper even get in there? He had to have spawned in there. See, I'm just going around killing witches today because I need to stay up. And I don't think I get that much done from staying up. I guess I could get back to my slab project. I need to do it eventually, right? So why not get a little bit of it done now? But the same is true for chopping down trees. The same is true for anything else in this world. But yeah, I've got the wood. Let's make some slabs. And let's use those slabs to make my world a better place. Because oh, and there's a witch. Okay. So we'll get a nice combo of these two things going. Go. Oh, that's a creeper. Alarmingly close. So that's more glowstone dust. I think amazingly, chat, I might be able to have glowstone without having to trade for it. And so I think trading was a dumb decision. I think my one regret I've had today, my partial regret even, I haven't regretted it constantly, but I've had moments where I've wondered. I think my one regret today, also, how did you spawn there? I think mobs don't follow rules in Minecraft anymore. You know, that during the pandemic, they forgot how it's meant to be in society. And maybe we need to do something mean to spiders. I've been farming resin night after night because I need hundreds of slabs for a project, but it's so exhausting to farm. Especially because I need to skip 1/3 of nights because of phantoms. Just remember, you can skip the end. So Foster F, there are better ways to do it than this, but like the easiest like pro tip to help you is on night 3, instead of skipping all of night 4, right, or all of night 3, wait till the end of night 3, literally like till there's 20 seconds left in the night, and then sleep. And even if you get 20 seconds of sleep, that's enough to stop insomnia. That's not true in the real world, pro tip. I remember the most tired I've ever been in the real world. I was like getting the train back from the airport. And genuinely, I wouldn't remember falling asleep. I would just wake up at every stop and go, okay, I'm awake, I'm fine. And then I would just wake up at the next stop. And it's like the most surreal way to travel. So pro tip, don't get insomnia in real life. But in Minecraft, you also don't want insomnia actually. But micro sleep does curing it, unlike my train back from the airport. Honestly, is there anything as good as the train to the airport, and or anything as depressing as the train back from it? That's my little take for today. Okay, oh please. Okay, you know, I'll just leave the blob there. That's okay. I don't need to worry about anything else. So, what are the odds that we end up with rain today? They're not high, but amazingly they're not really low either. I think there's a real chance we end today in that amazing situation where we have exactly what we're looking for. Like, again, we're rolling a 6-sided dice, and we have rolled it twice to get a 6 already. But, you know, who's to say we don't roll it a 3rd time and get a 6? Who's to say? If any of you are the people to say, chat, let me tell you. Not acceptable. But I think that we're going to be great. I think things are going to be really fine. I've got a great feeling, you know. I just wanted to say I've got a great feeling about, you know, the war. I don't know which war. I bet it's going well, though. Or poorly. No, I bet it's going well. I'm feeling really good about it, Internet. It is raining, but thunder and lightning would be fun. Yeah, thunder and lightning would get me really moving in a much better way. So let's now make some shovels. I have a crafting table somewhere around here. I know that because I have a crafting table everywhere. Maybe I should make a crafting table right here. Yeah, right in the wall here. Then let's make, hope you like my Peep Show reference, by the way. Now we're gonna, pig roof might be a problem. Oh, no, I don't think so. Because we didn't hear, I think the pig roof, I think it's easy to get quasi superstitious on this one. I think we're fine with the pig roof, the way it is. I like to believe. Also, Chantal, thank you for setting up Nightbot to say that Toy Cat is a former Minecraft speedrun record well holder. It is very true, you know, very nice of you to set it up that way. As long as the lightning rod's exposed, it should be fine. Yeah, exactly. The lightning rod, it's got a 3x3 area that it's exposed to. I just have a roof up there ready to place if I need it to be. I'm feeling good about it, though. I don't know how good I feel about my odds of actually getting, you know, the event to happen. But if the event does happen, I'm feeling good that it will go well for me. So that is an iron ingot again. Wow, chat. It's such a weird. Oh my god. You see that? Just one bad explosion that I had no idea was coming. Bad things. So this is another iron ingot. Amazingly. So let's just quickly put it away. That's iron ingot number 5, which means I can now make a minecart. I can't make any rails for it. Or I could make a helmet. Or I could make a shield, a bucket, and another shield. Honestly, there is an argument to just make a shield and be done with it. It's not an argument I'm going to take, though. Those Toy Cat commands existed since 2021. Randomized, and every so often I add a new option. Oh, were you hoping to get one of the new ones instead? Dasher, Chantal. Oh, you're not Dasher, you're not. Who am I to say how you pronounce Chantal? Who am I to say that? Also, Iron Brew time. Okay, let's have some orange, blackberry, and vanilla flavored drink. Oh, bad time. Bad time. So, yeah, it's a shame. I kind of hope that when I spent... Oh, it happened! It happened! Chat! It happened so quickly. Immediately, we go from like, oh yeah, it's chill, to like, okay, now I've got this many zombie piglins. But it's happened. We're just missing apples now. We'll get a whole fully functioning village soon. Really, really soon. So I'm now gonna get no, this is risky. Oh no. See, this is why we need the roof. We want to prevent that from happening again. Also, these pigs are just broken. I have no idea what's wrong with them. I don't know. Because does anyone know what is wrong with these guys? Okay, this is amazing. We manifested so hard. Yeah, I'm amazed at the luck we've had. Like, literally, it's impossible to... Okay, so this guy... Real risk of causing me serious problems with that sword. But also, I kind of want that sword, you know? It's the double-edged sword of the game we've got going on here. So I think we should just go to sleep, actually. No, it's lightning still. So in theory, I could get, like, a... Okay, I don't know what I would want to get, actually. So I just need to... Okay, so the zombie piglins don't despawn, right? That's not a thing. But my gold piglin did. And my gold zombie did. So now... At least the baby zombie is gone. As good as gone. Now we run this way and just hope all those mobs despawn. Oh, My armor is just breaking left and right. Okay, all the mobs did despawn. And it's daytime now. Although it is thunder, so they might respawn. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of these. Hopefully, I don't think so, but hopefully it's enough to get to a third gold ingot. So we can make a clock or, I don't know, what we'd need. Would it be a clock or would it be, we can make something. Maybe powered rails. Because literally 6 powered rails makes a huge difference for our roller coaster ability. And I think that's cool personally. You don't need the lightning anymore. But I might want the lightning, you know? Okay, so let's hurt that witch. Okay, so there we go. Witch has been hurt. She dropped something, I think gunpowder. Yeah, I don't think I wanna skip the lightning. I guess I'm not taking any advantage of it. So should I sleep through this thunderstorm? Should I get some armor first of all, actually? Will the zombie piglins ever despawn, chat? I hope the answer is no. Oh, it is still very, very much thundering. I hope the answer is no. Okay, there's no more armor in here. It's to be expected, I guess. Yeah, I don't think they can despawn. Make clocks, you really need some. Yeah, I would love to have some clocks in this world. It's just so hard to tell what time of day it is. Especially when I'm on big mining trips. And so... Also, what just happened in there? Oh, they maybe... Are they attacking someone? Oh, it's... Okay, rain is over. I think sleeping would have done the same job in the same time. But now this will remove any risk of me being attacked while I am doing my scary attack. Okay, so... Chat, this is a scary moment. I have to be fully prepared for it, and I am the opposite of fully prepared. So we move everything into 3 slots here. I'll put these in there, and then just put that there. Okay, so now I'm going to move all of my inventory in this middle row. Oh, I'll put the gold armor on. I'll move this middle row into the bottom row of this, so I can just pick it up later. Because I need to pick all of that up later. I also need a bunch of wooden swords right now. So I just put my wood away, so I can't make any. I need a bunch of wooden swords, chat. Too many wooden swords. I always miscalculate how many. The answer is too many. 1, 2, 3. I think I need more than 3. I think I'm going to need, like... I'll grab, like, 3 pieces of wood. We're going to go a little bit crazy on this one. And then also we'll get the ones from the ground. But even then, still... That might still be too few. Let's hope it's not. Did you see what just happened to me there? Something very strange did. Okay, internet. Don't get greedy, you've got this. Yeah, there is a chance I die, and then it's 100 days till this happens again. So let's hope for not that, okay? Oh, also there's baby piglins that we have to worry about. So to avoid the risk of baby piglins, can they get out of here? Let's find that out first. Okay, so they can be pushed out there. So we'll attack those guys first. They can't climb ladders, thankfully. If I go down a block, am I fine, do you think? Okay, this is great. This is fine. I'll attack the babies first. Because there's going to be so many babies in there, because I did breed pigs quite recently. And oh, I got a gold nugget already! Okay, chat, oh, gold ingot already. We've nailed this. We've already got our 2 golden apples, no matter how bad our luck is. Oh my god, yes. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see a lot. I don't know why they're jumping over there. If I get knocked from behind, it is going to be instant death, by the way. I guess this is where a shield would be useful. So put those away, and then... Oh, okay, yeah, we're fine. Be careful not to hit the pigs. Although the pigs aren't useful. They are broken pigs. I don't understand how. I don't understand what. I just understand that they are. So now attack you two. And we'll wait a little bit for them to, like, rabble down. Because there are more babies just randomly popping up. But then once he's dead too. Do you see that? Yeah, like, they get really angry for a minute. And then they give up after that. So that should be all of the babies gone now. Could be wrong. There could be, like, a guy in there. But that's dealable with as a problem. Now we combine... Oh, we just dropped the spider eye. And the string. And I'll put... Oh my god! Looting! What do I need a looting sword for, chat? I don't know what I need a looting sword for. But I have... Look at that! Smite! Looting! Fire... What do I need looting for? I know there's something that would massively benefit from it. It might even be this task right here. If I finish off a zombie pigman with looting, is there a better case for looting than right here, right now? Chat, can anyone think of a better case than right here, right now? Because I can't imagine one as I'm thinking about it. But maybe I've got a faulty brain for that, you know? I'm very in the thick of it right now, you know? Okay, so let's just go in for another attack. See if any more little guys come out. I guess I could just swing my sword into that. And see if, as I'm attacking, anyone comes out first. I can always drop my water if I need to get them over here. But it's going well enough so far, so maybe we don't need to. Zombies for iron. Combined with other gold swords for durability. That's the worst idea of what I could do with it. Unless you mean my non-enchanted, or non-looting gold swords. Smite one-shots zombie piglins, I think. Not on a gold sword, it definitely doesn't. Yeah, I think looting to get better chances of gold nuggets might be a really valuable idea. So I don't think there's any babies coming out of it. I don't know how to confirm. I guess definitely just don't open my inventory. Okay, so I'll pick up that sword. Oh, okay, I didn't pick up the sword. Weirdly. I think I might get hit if I try to. So we definitely want to redirect their drops to be over here. So we just want to remove this block here. Oh god, chat! Oh, see, that's scary. That is beyond scary. Okay, but they're all flowing this way, which is great. Which means all their stuff is flowing this way, which means I should be able to get my hands on it. But again, I'm going to fully heal each time this happens. I have the time for that, thankfully. And apparently I need the armor for it. That was a big hit. Remove the lowest ladder. Oh, that's a good idea, actually, yeah. Removing the lowest ladder. They haven't been able to jump up to me so far. But who's to say that trend continues? So I'm going to attack here. Yeah, it's really weird attacking just a sea of piglins like this. But it is totally worth it. I imagine just after this we get our first oak sampling too, by the way. Like, we are overdue for a Wandering Trader, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so getting some crits. Definitely adding to my value in this. Oh, God! Yeah, they can... Chat. Hitboxes on Bedrock are broken. That is my proof. Someone submit that as a bug report. Because that is not okay. That is the definition of not okay to me. I'm going to grab my other wooden sword out. I'm going to heal up substantially, because I know that can randomly happen at any point. You desperately need healing potions. Oh, I'll put my healing potion out, actually. I do have a healing potion. So now let's go into here, because we break a single block there, and then another one there. And then it will flow out towards here in a nice straight even line, which is good. I'm still potentially in the danger zone of dying right now. Something I am very mindful of. I got very lucky with this second lightning event, and I am not going to blow it. Okay, we're attacking from this nice distance here. There's no... Oh! No, 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 no! Oh! How did that just happen? Chat, that is a non-acceptable bug. I don't understand. I literally don't understand how that happened. I need to heal up very quickly. It takes a minute with Bedrock regen. I did have to do it twice. Maybe another minute in between. I need to get those items soon, but I am too terrified for my life right now. I'm just going to shoot you with mending. Just to finish you off there, I think. Did he... How did that happen? Did he swim through? Can mobs swim? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I could put some like extra, put some fences up there maybe, just in case. But I need to get those items right here. They can't attack twice in a row. They're not. Oh, I can't get those blocks. Oh no 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 no! It's over! It's over! It's over! It's over! No! How? I don't understand the physics. I literally don't understand the physics. My bundle! Everything about me! It's all gone! I got so lucky! How'd I get so lucky? Lose it all! Rip. GG. As you can see, it's a very nice spectating opportunity. Yeah, I think something about the water that they shouldn't be able to jump 2 blocks, and even if they could, jumping 2 blocks shouldn't get them out here. And even if that happens, this doesn't make any sense to me. But it did happen, and so it's something the design needs to learn from. It's something I need to test. Like, if they were in a box, would they be able to phase through the box? Or are they jumping over this? Like, I literally... It's only happening when I'm attacking them. So they just desire to attack me so bad they can attack me through a wall. You should avoid that lobster roll. They float in the water, they bounce up, and once they bounce up, they're pushed by another piglin. Like, over the fence, though? Because these guys came from here. I think your theory doesn't line up with the fact that we have a fence. This is a 3.5 block wall. You'd have to be pushed up to here. No, you'd have to be pushed up to here. So you'd have to be jumped. It wouldn't make any sense, right? And if it... It's over though. GG. Welcome to Semi-Flat Hardcore 7.5. Hope you enjoyed watching it. The good news is, if we did build our house 1 block too small last time, we can fix that. Did we build our house 1 block too small? I think we did. I think we did. So, you know, there's a cloud, there's a silver cloud, and they went up and over for sure. There's a cloud in every silver lining, internet, and so just remember that. Anyway, I've heard that we have a sneaky release date, sneaky drop name reveal. So I'm excited to go look at that. And I hope you all enjoyed watching these days. And if you did, consider coming and checking out part 8, which is happening soon. For now, though, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next house. Goodbye. In the same way you can use a bow to jump over fences, they can be knocked up by your attacks and the hitboxes. Yeah, so, okay, we shouldn't put water in there, is the conclusion then. No more water, internet. Water equals this. Water equals this. This equals not good. It's very, very true. Also, survive. I didn't do it. Also, Pat, you said you sent me the link. Send it to me on Twitter. Or maybe, did you send it to me on the other Twitter? On the weird Twitter? The one... Is that where it is? Nope. I want to see. Share the link. Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. Wait, one more thing. I made, if you want to see a recap of the Sky Glue series, you can do it. And so now we are fully ready to do a season 2. I mean, I guess we could have just done the recap after, but I feel like getting people up to date before we start streaming it makes sense. But yeah, soon more Sky Glue.